NES. Originally an arcade game released by Capcom. One of my personal favorites. I am a fan of the Western genre in every aspect, so this is definitely one of my favorites. They put the Gun.Smoke, the dot in there, to differentiate from the TV show. So they probably didn't want to get sued at the time. Gun.Smoke was very popular. So here's our intro story. The year was 1849 in a small town called Hicksville, where the pioneers worked hard during the gold rush era. But one day, a group of outlaws known as the Wingates came into town, killed the sheriff, and took over the town. The Wingates raided the town every day and terrified the people in Hicksville. The grammar's not very good here, is it? Then came a lone gunman in the windy afternoon with a sunset behind him. That sunset's always going to come up, the sunset behind him, to save the town of Hicksville, to save the people of Hicksville from the Wingates. So here we go. This is a one-credit playthrough. I'm doing commentary on this because most of my videos will have live feed of me, and my friends playing along. This game is tough, and as with most shooters, I needed full concentration. So I'm gonna do a voiceover here. A lot of my one-credit playthroughs will probably have voiceovers done after my playthrough, because some of these games require a lot of focus. A lot of shooters do. So here we have it. The lone gunman, in the advertisements, he was referred to as Billy Bob, one of the most generic redneck names you could come up with. Love the setting here. It feels, okay, it's 8-bit, but it still feels gritty. It still almost got one there. Feels gritty. It feels dirty. It feels like the Old West. A lot of people compare this game to Commando. I don't buy that. I think it's much different than Commando. Here's you want to have 6,000 points. This is one thing that differentiates from Commando significantly, is the points you accumulate are actually a currency in game that you use to buy new weapons, buy horses, buy wanted posters if you need to. I'll show you where all the wanted posters are, so you won't have to worry about that. But no, definitely, Commando was much less playable, I guess would be the word. Much less playable. This game is very playable, and with the currency of points, it really is a good competition game. You can see who can accumulate the most points. Here's our second vendor of the game. No need to even talk to him, as we don't have enough money for anything. 8,000 will buy you a smart bomb, but that's the cheapest thing he sells. I'll talk about the strategy of all the weapons here as we go through. The horse, you get one free horse in the first level. After that, all horses must be purchased. They are your bread and butter. They will give you about 3 extra hits. You won't be able to win without the horses. So, as you can see, I'm leaving barrels behind. Right here we got an extra man. Those are critical in this game. I didn't use all my lives in this one. I actually had a pretty good run through, but those extra lives will add up at the end for sure. POW kills everything on screen, and we have our first boss. I prefer the shotgun personally here, because the shotgun's nice. It's the only weapon that gives you a 90-degree fire. Everything else is going to shoot in front of your character. This is the closest you can get to shooting behind you, which is not behind you, it's 90 degrees. It's parallel to you, but it's a very advantageous weapon. And here, as you can see, we can just hang off to the side and pick him off whenever he stands up. Never even fires a shot. I don't feel bad for that. We're trying to conserve lives for later in the game. So there we are, level 1 done. I always love this. The wanted poster gets the bullet holes in it. As a kid, I always thought that's where you shot him. So, you know, he got one in the neck, one in the head, one in the ear, and one in the chest. A couple in the chest. Level 2, the boulders. The first 2 levels, this game ramps up quite quickly. So the first 2 levels are fairly easy, fairly straightforward. Shouldn't lose any lives in the first 2 levels. Level 3 gets a little bit harder. Level 4 ramps it up significantly. In fact, I find level 4 to be one of the hardest ones. We'll get to that though. So the boulders were after Cutter. Cutter with his boomerang. I am in Australia. Boomerang is a weapon of choice down here, obviously. I've never seen anybody use it quite like old Cutter here. Cactus. We've got Monument. We must be in Monument Valley here. So, as I stated earlier, you do need a wanted poster to fight the boss. If you don't find the wanted poster or don't purchase a wanted poster, you will be replaying the level, or at least part of the level. Here I chose to get the smart bomb and the machine gun. Hindsight, you may not want to buy the machine gun yet. You may want to save your points/money for a horse. I went for the machine gun to start gathering weapons. As soon as you get that smart bomb, you get one bullet, it arms it. You gotta go into your select menu. Right here, that's critical. You got the extra life on the right, wanted poster on the left. It's very critical that you go fast at that point. You can easily miss one or the other. Could be devastating. Could be devastating. So here's our horse salesman. I don't have enough money for the horse. I do have the smart bomb. Now the smart bomb, it's critical. It's an extra life. Basically, every smart bomb you buy and equip, when you get shot, hit, stabbed, see that guy in jeans, the denim man, the leaping denim man, there he is again. It's critical that you put that smart bomb on immediately. It will give you an extra life. It's like basically getting a POW. It clears everything on the screen and keeps you alive for one hit. So absolutely critical. So there we go. We're continuing up. Again, barrels a lot of times are red herrings. Skip the barrels. If there's a lot of enemies on screen, clear your enemies. Don't worry about the barrels. Barrels are definitely an afterthought. See, I grabbed that at the very end there. Even the POWs, everything. Unless it's the horse one at the beginning, there's not or an extra life, or invincibility. There's really not a barrel that's a necessity. So we're moving along, doing nicely. There's another denim man, and we are to Cutter. I prefer the smart bomb here. I don't have a horse. I didn't purchase a horse. I was really using my smart bomb right there. Saved my life. Dodge. Ooh, those were close. Those were close. There's definitely some luck, as with all shooters. You got to get a little lucky to go with that twitch reflex skill. So that's it. I just used the regular guns on Cutter. You will get the rifles and the boots out of the barrels. The boots make you go faster. The rifle gives you a longer shot on your pistols. I don't know if that makes sense, but the Japanese made the game. They aren't the biggest gun enthusiasts in the world. Speaking of, well, here we go. Devil Hawk with his fireball. This game was made by Yoshiki Akamoto, who most people remember Final Fight and Street Fighter games. He originally made this game in 1985 for the arcade. It's a significantly different game, but still both are a lot of fun. I remember dumping a lot of quarters into that arcade machine as a kid. It was a lot of fun. A beautiful game, very good graphics in the arcade. Obviously dumbed down for the Nintendo. All right, now we get some skulls, some skull action. You don't want the skulls. Skulls will inhibit you. They will take away points from you. Not points. They take away your speed and your rifle shot. There I've got the Magnum, so now I've got all weapons, and as we play through further, we will gather the bullets. Equip that smart bomb as soon as you got it. As soon as you get one bullet pickup, you got one there, you can arm it, and it's like equipping an extra life. And speaking of extra lives, there's an extra life right there. The axe spin are a little tricky. This level definitely ramps it up. You got enemies that take multiple shots, which you've had throughout the game, but these definitely are a little more fluent with their movement. The Indians with their jumping, I don't know. They kind of look like monkeys to me. This game is quite anti-Native American, it would appear, as I am here slaughtering a whole village. Ooh, there's a death. There's an early death. I definitely try not to die on this level, especially if I'm going for a 1 credit playthrough. But suck it up, we'll keep going. So yeah, we're gonna wipe out this entire village of Comanche Indians. I guess they deserved it. They are part of the Wingate crew who have been terrorizing this tiny town. The tiny town, you know, maybe of 500 people. I at least kill 1,000 in the playthrough, so I kill maybe 2 or 3 towns to save one town. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a little storyline added in for the NES version anyway. Yeah, continue on here. Again, barrels secondary. Always focus your fire. Always move. One thing unique to this game, a lot of shooters that are on rails like this. You've got, you know, the bullets always come from the same direction. They're always the same pattern. Now the enemies will enter from the same, but they fire directly at you. So the bullets are never the same. They will be aimed directly at you on the screen. This can be an advantage or a disadvantage. Circles, wide circle motions like that I just did there to get around the enemies, avoid their bullets. However, if you do straight lines parallel to the bad guys, they're gonna shoot you. The fire will come right at you. It's an added challenge, but like I said, it can be used to your advantage to make them misfire as well. So here we go. Always get your smart bombs. Like I said, every time you buy a smart bomb, it's like equipping an extra life. Here I switched to shotgun. I'm on the horse. I don't use my special weapons, the shotgun, the magnum, or the machine gun, if I'm not on a horse. If I'm not on the horse, there's our wanted poster for the level. If I'm not on the horse, I definitely want to be using my regular pistols, and be on the smart bomb. The reason being is, first of all, it's an extra life. The second main reason is that if you die while one of your other weapons are equipped, the machine gun, the magnum, or the shotgun, you will lose that weapon and have to repurchase it. Points can become tight. I don't have to worry about it here, but if you do continue, you will start with 0 points and nothing, which makes continuing almost hard. It adds definitely a level of difficulty. So keep your points. It's kind of about getting that momentum going and keeping the run. So we've got the wanted poster, we've got every weapon, we're on our smart bomb here, and we are coming up to Chief. Again, he's not that hard. Smart bomb equipped. He does a little leap, shoots some fireballs at you, they spread. Just keep to the side, avoid his fireballs, move in and out. Again, constant motion to avoid the enemy fire. And focus your fire on the non-boss characters. They will, honestly, the bane of my existence are the green regular baddies in this game. Just keep a constant steady stream going. Your bullets will find their way to the boss. So there we go, level 3 done. And the Comanches are wiped from existence. So there we go. Prize 25,000. Not bad for 1849. I didn't realize there was such a cowboy culture in 1849. I thought that was more late 1800s, but no, they went 1849. So again, start of the level, they're gonna default you to your regular weapon. Immediately switch over to the smart bomb if you have it. If you don't have it, I would go without using a special weapon. Level 4, the Ninja. This level is tough. It ramps up quick here. The main reason being are not the ninjas you see there, but the hordes, here we go, of guys that come from behind you. Again, circles are your friend. Circle motions. Get behind the bad guys. I think I've got everything. No need to purchase anything. So see, there's a point where if I used a smart bomb, I'd be 8,000 points less. So again, the competition aspect comes in. Less deaths, less things you purchase equal more points. So after a run, compare high scores. If you both can beat the game, that's great. But who can beat it with using the less amount of purchases and horses and so forth? This will actually be a pretty good run because I didn't buy that second horse. There's some invincibility, kind of the most useless invincibility in the game, to be honest with you. The 2 green guys coming behind you, I always use it to kill them. Again, the hordes of the bad guys behind you, always difficult. Again, you see I go forward, try to draw their fire, and then duck behind them. I will buy the horse here because, like I said, the horse is your bread and butter. That's your money maker. And then as soon as I get the horse, I can go away from the smart bomb and go right into the shotgun. I like to save the other guns. Honestly, I don't even use the machine gun or the magnums. Occasionally on bosses, but for the most part, I will save those for the win gates at the end. Just because it's multiple boss fights in a row, and it's good to have those weapons. So the shotgun will replenish itself fairly quick. I mean, you are using up ammunition here, but 120 shots, and you do get 4 bullets, I believe, from every one you pick up. So not a huge issue to be using those. Now that my horse is dead, I don't want to lose my shotgun. I switched immediately back to my smart bomb. It's my extra life, and dying here with the shotgun would be devastating. You lose your shotgun, you lose 6,000 points there, and no need to when you've got the smart bomb equipped. So continue on. Again, we're circles, avoid those. Oh, there's a wasted smart bomb right there. That's frustrating, but that's all right. That's all right. We're gonna keep playing through. There's an extra life. Ooh, picked up the extra life right as I died. Kind of devastating. 4 remaining. Won't be an issue, but I don't mind losing 1 life in this level, but definitely no more than 1 life. Here we go. Again, get them to come to you. Get them to get in front of you. That's definitely the hardest part of this game, is keeping the enemies in front of you. Especially when they spawn behind you. All right, next wanted poster is up here on the left. Once we've got that, we can then go fight our enemy. Thank God we don't have to get a wanted poster for every man we kill, only the main bad guys, because we are slaughtering armies of bad guys. So here, since I don't have a smart bomb left, I'm going to go with the machine gun. As you can see, it's just a rapid fire version. It's basically like if you had a turbo on your NES controller. I don't use turbo. I think that's bullshit. I've seen people say, oh, I can use turbo because I just want to save my thumbs. No, that's bullshit. If you equip a turbo NES controller, you are cheating. Half of this game is the endurance of your thumbs to last and be able to move strong at the end and fire strong at the end, just as you did at the beginning. So don't let anybody tell you that they can use a cheat code or a rapid fire controller, because that's cheating. You might as well fire up a Game Genie with invincibility, as far as I'm concerned. So no, play straight through. Original controller, no turbo. Jam, every time you fire, you gotta press that button. That's the trick. Fat Man Joe on the river. Now this is definitely a tough level. I don't find Fat Man Joe to be that difficult, but this level is definitely a trick. Again, if you don't have it, get your smart bomb. Now they're gonna hold out. Where's that? All right, got that bullet. Go. Smart bomb equipped. Extra life equipped. Just like that. And just like that, we used our smart bomb. So perfect timing. I hate to use it and lose it there, especially on this level. There's another trick right there. Is as you can see, getting in and out of the water. It does take that extra split second, and you can get stuck sometimes hopping in and out of the water. It's devastating to die that way, to get stuck too. It's not a glitch. It's definitely part of the game. It's entering and exiting the water, which makes sense. So just you know, as little in and out of the water as possible is the best. I personally, I don't mind being in the water, but yeah, you can definitely get caught on the edge of the shore there. Again, barrels secondary, enemies first. Focus your fire on the enemies. Barrels will. You'll get your barrels, but it's better to lose a few points, pass up on a barrel than to get killed, which I just did there. Shot in the back by yet. I said the bane of my existence are those damn green guys coming up behind you. They can be devastating, and they come in hordes. So here we go. Get in the water. Go across. There's another extra life. As you see, I got stuck there just a little bit. Not terrible. Run to the lady with the horses. Run to her. She, yeah, the horses, 3 extra shots plus the speed of them. Yeah, they're what makes this game playable. This game would be very difficult. I couldn't even imagine doing it without getting a horse, to be honest with you. I've seen people do play through the game without dying. Absolutely, I've seen that done. I've done it myself. But not without a horse. Not without a horse. There's a POW. save it, get your screen full. The nice thing about the POW as well, just like the Smart Bomb, it erases all bullets on the screen. So if you were like just about to get shot by a bullet, grab one of those POWs, or if you don't have the Smart Bomb equipped, because it will get rid of those bullets. Alright, we're coming up on our second to last wanted poster here. I stay in the water because the wanted poster is off to the right. There it is. Once we have that, we are good to go for the boss. Fat Man Joe. Like I said, Fat Man Joe's not terribly tough. Again, it's a strategy of he can only shoot straight forward. You can, you stay to the side. Again, I'll go to the machine gun here and just keep constant fire on. He does have body armor. I always liked Fat Man Joe. I thought that was cool. His body armor, I mean, Eastwood's body armor has nothing on Fat Man Joe's. He can take some serious shots. Ooh, nearly got my horse killed there. Now, as soon as I don't here, but if I were to lose my horse, I would have switched immediately to my Smart Bomb and kept that going. So I love this here. Watch when he dies, his armor shatters. Yeah, love that. Yeah, Fat Man Joe. One of the only black men in the Old West, as far as I can tell. At least it's of any authority figure. So Fort Wingate, final level. Wingate himself with his machine gun. Largest prize of the game, $30,000. And there's a little trickery in this level. This level, of course, is nothing. It's its own unique level. Nothing like this, even close in the arcade game. I think it's cool. We've got our tombstones. It's definitely the bad guys' hideout. They just bury their dead in the streets right outside of their saloons. You know, look at all. There's crosses and everything, and it's like, well, here's the bar, and right outside there's 18 people buried. You know, that's pretty cool. Something this level does piss me off. It's tough. Is that it's the white background. Yeah, as you can see, those bullets disappear into that white background. It can be devastating to not. You won't even know the bullet's there, and you'll drop dead, and you'll look back, and sure enough, there's a green guy back there who fired it. But yeah, again, they come in hordes, usually groups of 3 or 4 from behind. The shotgun guys, not too bad, just stay off to their side. Again, get the green guys in front of you, drop back, take them out. Use advantage. Use your speed as an advantage. Always in motion. Never do straight lines in this game. Always be in circular pattern. There's a way. Smart Bomb and my POW all at the same time went off. It sucks. It's not bad, but yeah, we'll make it through. Now this level, it's a little bit longer than the others. Yep. Circle back. Circle back. As soon as we can get the horse, of course, you can go the horse course. That's a Mr. Ed reference for those of you in the know. Invincibility there, critical to clearing the screen. If you got the invincibility, use it. Use full advantage of it. Run right into your bad guys. Take them out. So again, horse lady on the screen. Run up there, get that horse. 20,000. It's well worth every penny of it. So now we've got our horse, we've got our Smart Bomb. Actually, I don't think I have a Smart Bomb at this point. I think just have the horse. Which gives you your creation. It's 2 denim in there. I call them denim because they look like dudes in blue jeans with a blue jean hat even. Blue jeans were big back in the Old West, I suppose. So, here we go. Buy your last Smart Bomb and get prepared for Wingates. Now, since I have the horse, I'm not afraid to equip my shotgun because I won't lose it immediately, especially without a blinking horse. Of course, as soon as... boy, my horses and horses are coming out like crazy. But as soon as I've got there's an extra life there that could be huge in this game. Now, as soon as I lose the horse, I will go with Smart Bomb just to protect myself. But while I have the horse, I have no problem using the shotgun up. Again, I like to save the big guns, the machine gun, and the Magnum for the bosses. But especially in levels where the guys are coming from behind you, the shotgun can be invaluable. It's huge to be able to shoot 90 degrees to the side like that. It saves you from having to get them out in front of you, because sometimes they won't. They'll be moving and they'll stop. Now here's the final wanted poster. Make sure you approach this from the right. You cannot get to it from the left. If you're at this point and you're on the left hand side of the screen, you will be playing through this level again. Now, hey, if you're going for points, you may not want to grab the one and push. You may want to play through a couple levels a couple times. That's a great way to get a high score. Is definitely you can keep playing through the earlier levels. I'd recommend. Once you get to the harder levels, you want to get through them as quick as you possibly can, in my opinion. So we're coming up to the end here. The grenade guys, they chuck those grenades. You can scoop them up for points. Avoid them if you can. It's very minimal, the points they give you. Again, here we go. I try to get in front of buildings. If you're in front of buildings, the guys can't get to you. So wait for them to come up on the side. So we're coming to the end here. Again, get those guys in front of you. Shotgun. As you can see, I've had no issues with running out of shotgun bullets. There's enough shotgun guys, enough denim men to give you. See, I still have 81 shots with the shotgun. You're gonna refill yourself pretty quick. So I'm gonna go with the. Let's see, I got the machine gun equipped here, and my horse is hurting. So sweeping circles here with the wind gates. He's got his machine gun. He's gonna fire it rapidly like that. But again, he can't shoot 90 degrees. You can't shoot 90 degrees. So just keep him out in front of you. Make your circles. His guys, yep. And now here's the real trick. You're not over with. That's the fake wind gate. Here is the real wind gate. Even though he's no different, he just has blue henchmen instead of bright green henchmen. So with the Magnum equipped, again, sweeping circles. Just make your rounds. You will get a lot of enemies on screen. The Nintendo couldn't handle all this action sometimes. You will get a little bit of slowdown. But there we go. One more shot. Boom. Game over. We get our final wanted poster of Wingate. Got him right in the neck and chest and blew his ear off. Little shot on the chin. And that's it. Gun.Smoke finished. We get a cheesy ending. Gunmen who arrived with a sunset into the town of Hicksville has defeated the Wingates. His braveness and skill has saved this town. Long after the gunman has left the town, people in Hicksville still remember one brave gunman with a sunset at his back. The sunset still reminds the people of one brave gunman and how he saved the town of Hicksville. So there it is. There is our 1 credit playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you take a little strategy away from it. I love this Kahajishi Tushucho. That is a hell of a name. Black Sakachan. Swimmer Tamachan. Yes, anyway. Capcom, thank you for this wonderful game. Like I said, subscribe below and check back soon. We will have some more videos up. It's been a blast filming this, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks a bunch.